Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Vinny, editor of Street Muscle Magazine. I'm out here driving my 68 Firebird. You guys know I've been putting in a lot of work building this thing into a really fun cruising car. Unfortunately, I'm running into some starvation issues with the fuel, and that's because I'm running the OEM tank. Running into some fuel slosh, pump's not picking up any fuel. Luckily, our friends over at Aeromotive have hooked us up with the Gen 2 Stealth tank. It's brand new for them. It's got a lot of benefits and features. I'm on my way to the shop right now. The boys are gonna hook me up and we're gonna get it installed.
Hey Vinny, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Brian?
I'm really glad you brought your Firebird in because I know you've been having some fuel supply issues.
Yeah, man, you know, the last time we took it out, we threw it into some hard corners and we had some fuel starvation issues. So I'm hoping today we can fix that.
And I think we're gonna fix it with some components from Aeromotive. I want you to talk to me about this fuel tank.
Yeah, for sure. This is Aeromotive's new Gen 2 Stealth tank. The cool thing about it is it drops in place of an OEM tank. Bolts right up, uses the stock straps. It's awesome.
That's really cool that it goes into the factory location, but what about the fuel pump? What kind of options does somebody have there?
The fuel pump is another great thing about this tank. There's two different options. You have the 200 liter per hour, and then you have the 340 liter per hour, like we're gonna put in the Firebird today. The 200 liter per hour will support up to 750 on a carb and 600 horsepower on an EFI. The 340 liter per hour will do 850 on an EFI setup and 1,000 on a carburetor setup.
And are we going to pull the old rusty tank out of your car? Because I know that you have a fuel injected LS1 that needs some serious fuel supply.
Yeah, man, like I said, we were thrown into those corners and we were having all kinds of fuel starvation issues, and God knows what's in that stock tank. All kinds of rust, so this will bolt right in, take care of it.
I know there's something pretty trick on the inside of this tank that actually keeps the fuel pump submerged all the time.
Yeah, you're talking about their phantom baffling system. It's really cool. So you have this proprietary foam that surrounds the pump, and on the outside of that foam you have a rubber bladder. Basically the function is to keep the pump submerged in fuel at all times, even under low fuel conditions or hard cornering, like I said.
And I know that your car is fuel injected, but what about me, a 1970 Camaro that's carbureted? Is this gonna work?
Oh, definitely, man. It'll work, and then later on, if you want to upgrade and switch to EFI, you can do that too.
That's awesome because there's a lot of guys out there that have a carbureted car that are looking to go fuel injection in the future, but this is a one and done kind of a thing. You put the fuel tank in, it's already calibrated, and it's ready to go.
Exactly, and plumbing and wiring is a breeze, man. Seriously, like you have these two -6 AN fittings up here, and you run those to some new fuel line, you replace the old rubber hoses, you get rid of the hose clamps, and the wiring is really easy too. It's a 3-wire setup, you have a power, a ground, and a sending unit. That's it.
This thing looks like a really sweet option for a number of different people out there. It's a really awesome tank, it has a really sweet fuel pump, and the baffle and the design that keeps the fuel pump submerged is really cool.
And if you can believe this, it came in at less than 500 bucks, so it didn't hurt my wallet too bad.
That's insanely cheap, and it's not going to break the bank. I'm really glad we got it into your car. I'm gonna let you get into the driver's seat, take it for a spin, give me a call and let me know how it does.
Definitely, man, I'm gonna go hit some back roads.
Perfect.
All right, so we just wrapped up the install on the Gen 2 Stealth tank in the Firebird. We're about to go on the maiden voyage. Let's get on the road. So my impressions of this tank are that it's a great value. It gives you performance benefits. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if I'm looking to replace a factory tank and get some added performance and do some, you know, spirited driving, not even necessarily like track day or anything like that, just spirited driving, this is a tank that I would highly recommend.